Hello, everybody. A very good evening, morning, afternoon, and there are some people. Good. This is great. I'm sitting here in the sunset, and I hope the light will last because I don't really have another source. But we will just see how that's all going to work out. It's just so nice to be here, to be back, to see you all. My apologies for the long delay. I was traveling a lot, and there were lots of things going on. And I really felt now is the time to reconnect and to have some more regularity again in the YouTube shows. So it's fabulous having you here and connecting. And as always, let's have a look. I can see that there are not only people online, but also people giving comments. So please do engage. This is the way to engage, to leave a note on the side, to ask a question, to give a comment, to put an emoji in there or whatever you want to do, and to really engage. The topic that I put in for today is a bit cheeky. It's not about how to change the world. It's about how to change the world successfully. And we have seen over the centuries, over the millennia, in this lifetime, in our previous lifetimes, we can see that in history books, all these attempts to change the world, to make the world a better place. And when we look at the world today, apart from the scientific and technological advancements, I would struggle to say that the world is necessarily a much better place than it was before. So why have all these attempts of bringing new things in, of changing society, not really worked? Why have they not worked? And I'm not talking about things that are very challenging in the world right now. Everybody has their own opinion on what's going on in the world in all these different focal points in the world at present where there are problems in society. But I'm talking about just the potential of changing the world and of making the world a better place. How can we make the world a better place to help that everybody can be happy, that everybody can share, that everybody can live with decency wherever they live, anywhere in the world? When we look at anything, not just the bigger picture, but how people live around us, how people work, and how people suffer, we can see that much help and much change, of course, is needed. And the question is, how can we bring this change into the people surrounding us, the family, the workplace, but also into wider society, our bigger communities, our villages, our cities, and indeed our country or countries. And thinking about that, the question is, what can we do and why have things not necessarily worked so far? And what I feel is there was only one ingredient missing. And in fact, last year I had this incredible experience when I spoke to a guide, a newly appeared guide of mine, who actually tried to change the world um, quite some time ago. When was that? 150 or so years ago? And the very clear directive was there was one ingredient missing. The idea, the philosophy, the concept was right, but one thing was missing. It was love. Only with love can we create lasting change. Lasting change in our lives, lasting change in our family, our circle of friends, in our workplace, and where we engage with people every day, and indeed in the world. Love means just realizing that on the quantum level, we are all connected. So, however anybody feels in the world, however anybody suffers in the world, has naturally, automatically, physically, energetically an effect on us. It simply is not possible to be completely happy if people around us are not happy. Indeed, if people in the world are not happy. And this is the concept of love, the concept of realizing that we are all connected. And I find that love can really be felt when we use Reiki. In fact, a famous Japanese Reiki master, Hiroshi Doi, who did a lot of research in Japan into the Reiki history and published a book, and is one of the few people who really live in Japan still, and practice Reiki, and do a lot of research and bring new information into the world. He was once asked how to describe Reiki kind of in one sentence, and he just said, Reiki is a wave of love. It helps us to connect with the person we give a treatment to. It helps us to connect with anyone and anything around us. We can just naturally connect to Reiki and feel a connection with other people, with other beings. But of course, we can even use the connection symbol and feel this connection even more deeply. But of course, it also connects us in this other direction from where Reiki is coming from. Whether we call it the universe, whether we call it oneness, the absolute source of everything, or nature, or simply energy, but we can feel Reiki as this connection, and what's coming through so often is felt as love. It's quite simply, why else just react people with tears of release and happiness when they get a Reiki treatment, feeling more calm and peace and fulfillment and strength inside again after they had a Reiki treatment or when they use Reiki themselves. It is this wave of love. So I really feel that Reiki stroke love, whatever we want to make of it, whether it is, well, one or, well, just different words for the same. When we use that, we can really make this big, big change. And of course, we can only do that because we feel love. We feel loved. We feel this connection inside of us. And even when we go through difficult times, when we go through times of all sorts of challenges, and there are moments when we really wonder how to carry on, as soon as we connect to Reiki, we know that the connection is still there. The love and the help is still there. And not everything always changes straight away. But with persistence, perseverance, and the trust that I can feel something. As soon as I connect to Reiki, we can really go through very, very difficult times. And it's just so wonderful. And I can see from England and from Canada and from various places, from the United States, from Europe. It's just amazing to feel this connection. And of course, this connection means there is also love. We all connect, we sense that we are all on a deeper level, all connected naturally, and we can even deepen this experience with Reiki. And I would like to do a little exercise. Whatever it is that you are going through in your life at present, in your career, financial situation, in your family life, in your relationship to people around you, in your country. Just take a moment to think, so where do I stand at present? How do I feel about this situation? And now Reiki, let Reiki help us to position our view, to look at what's happening with us what's happening surrounding us from a different perspective. So let's just take a moment to connect to Reiki and just bring your hands together, close your eyes, and feel the connection to Reiki. And now just bring this thought to your mind. What is troubling you at present? Where do you stand at present in your personal life, in your career, with respect to your family, and indeed with regards to what is surrounding you in your community and in society? How do you feel? What is going on? And now let Reiki help you to see the situation through the lens of love. And just move your hands to your third eye and just see what comes into your mind. And then just bring your hands back in front of your heart chakra and once again ask Reiki, what can I do? How can I bring more love into this situation? And again, move up to your third eye. And then when you bring your hands down, just place your hands on your heart for a moment, letting Reiki flow. And letting this resonate in your heart, in your soul. How you can bring more love into the world. And then just take a moment to thank Reiki and come back into the here and now. What I find so beautiful is how individual Reiki is. Nothing is generic. Everything is very to the point and very individual and very special. So we all will have had different confirmations and different ideas just now. The universe is such an incredible network of different vibrational levels, and we get what is right for us at the time. I sometimes wonder whether I'm actually doing the shows for you or for me. Every time I do an exercise, I feel so much. I get so much out of it for myself. It is just incredible. And what was just made very, very clear to me was that I need to do more online. So you will see a lot more recently from me, whether you like it or not. And I really feel that probably using social media, using this much vilified new technology can really help to bring more love into the world, more understanding, pinpointing also at areas where more love is needed. However, love then works out. Sometimes love can mean giving a helping hand, sending energy, sending money, doing something, being just really, really hands-on. There are so many ways to make love tangible and to become tools of love, and really an extension of love. And I feel if we don't do that, who else is? Um, There are so many different opinions when it comes to society, when it comes to politics, that I have decided for the time being, I'm not going into that. I am and I feel guided to be very clear about how to bring positivity and change into the world. But this always needs to come from the heart. And the more powerful the change is supposed to be. Somehow I need to bring this sentence to an end. And the more powerful it's supposed to be, the more all this needs to be rooted in our heart. So all we can really do is to focus on Reiki, to open our hearts and to just feel this higher, if we want divine guidance, and live a life based on that with the help of Reiki. And it just helps in so many situations, no matter how much turmoil there is. And of course, we see a lot of turmoil around, and we can look at so many different countries and continents in the world, and we see that there's something going on everywhere that is very, very disconcerting. Of course, we feel that, and weirdly, I tend to find, and that may have been a very personal experience over the last few months, but I hear that from so many people. I find that this somehow is reflected in our lives. We send a letter. I just had that. Send a letter, and 2 weeks later it's coming back because there's one digit in the postcode wrong. I don't normally do that, and suddenly it's just there. Or we try to send something and we forget to add an attachment, or we try to screw in the light bulb and it still doesn't work, or all sorts of things. It sometimes seems that these little daily struggles are so intense that they almost deflect from what's going on in the world, and we get so much caught up in our little world and all these problems we are facing that we sometimes don't seem to have enough energy to bring more love into the world and to do more, because we struggle so much with what's going on in our lives. Well, maybe it's a test run to make sure that we can do both, and to make sure that we trust more and ask for more help, and just ask Reiki to guide us and to allow us to survive, and to survive happily, and to feel not just love but happiness. Indeed, I suppose when we feel love, it's impossible to not feel happiness, but but to find both, to find these moments of happiness that carry us through, and to find the love and the source of love inside of us so that we can really share that with the world. So if we look at big decisions made in the world, made now and made over the centuries, big decisions about countries, about the world, about the future, about technology, about society, about um, economy. And if we look at these decisions made and then wonder whether they would look different, or how they would look if they would come primarily from the point of love. And I really, really feel we can, well, create a world that could be described as heaven on earth, based on nothing else but love, because love is everything. And of course, I'm not talking about romantic love. Romantic love is a way to experience love, and it's something that everybody is always after, trying to cling on to. Um, but it is not the only love there is. It's only partial, because it is only between two people, and it blanks often a lot out. So nothing against against romantic love, but ultimately love can just be there every moment of our lives, and Reiki can help us with that so much. And as you can see, it's getting a little bit darker now, and you can see there it is, the reflection of the setting sun behind me on the wall. I would like to invite you to join me just for a few moments of a Reiki share, to really reconnect with love, to help others, to bring more love and more Reiki in, to help us to heal, to help us to get more momentum and more support, more energy, more positivity, and find this balance again that we need to have to bring more love into the world. So when you're ready, I would like to ask you to connect to Reiki once more. Just close your eyes once you feel the connection, and then set your intention to connect with everybody on this Reiki share who is here right now live, or who will join at a later stage. And everybody who's joining at a later stage, you can feel the energetic connection still, and you can join in the Reiki share. If you've learned Reiki 2, you can draw the connection symbol to even deepen this connection with everybody. And then just lean back, relax, send Reiki with your hands, feel the connection with everybody, feel your own connection to Reiki, and then just at some stage sense in and feel how everybody is sending Reiki to you as well. We are creating this beautiful healing circle, or healing web, worldwide healing web right now. And when you're ready, you can bring your hands together once more. Take a moment to thank Reiki and slowly come back into the here and now. I sometimes wonder whether the last few months' challenges on every level, some people blame, was it Mercury in, no, Mars in retrograde or something like that. I'm not very good with astrology, but so they decided to blame a planet. Whatever it was, it seems that so many of us somehow went into hibernation, and we just I don't know, we just didn't want to come out. We didn't want to engage much, and we felt to a certain degree we lost our power. And I do feel that love can give us our power back, because love simply is the greatest power on earth. Love can change everything. And we can, in this wave of love that Reiki is, make such an incredible difference. So over the next few weeks, I will be rolling out more videos again on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on Instagram. I'll be posting more information about Reiki, and step by step, I really feel together we can build more momentum and more encouragement and engagement to really bring more light and love into the world. So this was just a, well, way to reconnect, really, after these few months without this regularity. So in the future, it's back every Tuesday. My apologies for everybody on the West Coast in the United States. It is a bit early, 10 o'clock. I completely appreciate that. But I will have to do it at this time for the time being, just to fit in with my time scale here in Europe. But of course, you can always watch a replay, and you will just feel the same energy, and you will just feel the energy of everybody who is watching and everybody engaging in the Reiki shares. So once more, I'm looking at the comments. I'm just so pleased that you are here, and I so look forward to seeing you again next week. Have, wherever you are in the world, a wonderful rest of the day, whether it's the evening, whether it's the afternoon, or whether it's the whole day ahead of you. I'll see you very soon. And I haven't been here for a while, so I just need to find the right button again. And there it is. See you next week.